I was there first. Jisoo reportedly uncomfortable with Hae-in's public affection for So-min. Did Jisoo just hint at jealousy, or is it something deeper? As photos of Young Hae-in and Jung So-min's undeniable chemistry flood social media, whispers are swirling that someone from the past isn't handling it well. Could Hae-in's former flame, Jisoo, be struggling to watch the man she once held close now openly adore someone else? Let's dive into the drama, only on Red Carpet Revealed. In a world where emotions are whispered behind velvet curtains and affection is displayed under the scrutiny of flashing cameras, the K-entertainment world was shaken this week by reports of a subtle but undeniable tension among three of its brightest stars, Jisoo, Young Hae-in, and Jaeon So-min. The dazzling trio, each adored by millions, have recently found themselves at the center of an unfolding emotional drama. And insiders say it's a far cry from the polished image their agencies have tried to maintain. What began as a charming reunion between former co-stars has spiraled into a theater of discomfort, longing, and whispered betrayals. The spark was lit during a recent high-profile fashion event in Seoul. Cameras flashed as Jisoo, glowing in an ivory Chanel ensemble, made her way through the venue. Soon after, Young Hae-in arrived, sharp, confident, with a smile that seemed to scan the crowd for someone. That someone, it turned out, was not Jisoo. All eyes were on the entrance when Jaeon So-min, known for her quirky energy and playful charm, made her entrance. Within minutes, she was standing next to Hae-in, and this is where things took a dramatic turn. According to multiple witnesses, Hae-in greeted So-min with a warm embrace and what one stylist described as a look that lingered far too long for comfort. So-min giggled, brushing his shoulder playfully, unaware, or perhaps fully aware, that Jisoo was watching from just a few feet away. The once cheerful atmosphere shifted. You could feel it in the air, a fellow guest revealed. Jisoo's smile froze. She didn't move for a second. It was like watching someone take a hit they didn't see coming. To understand the full impact, we have to rewind. Jisoo and Hae-in, beloved for their emotionally charged chemistry in Snowdrop, were rumored to have shared more than just a screen romance. While never confirmed, industry whispers claimed the two remained close after filming ended, dining together, sending gifts, and even allegedly traveling abroad on overlapping schedules. So when Hae-in showed such public affection towards So-min, said an industry insider, it wasn't just surprising, it felt like betrayal. What makes it even more heartbreaking? Jisoo had reportedly confided in a stylist just days before that she was excited to see Hae-in again, even debating what to wear to make an impression. What happened after the event is where things start to feel less like gossip and more like a stage play. Sources say that in a quiet moment backstage, Jisoo approached Hae-in, calm, composed, but clearly disturbed. The words exchanged are not confirmed, but one stagehand claims to have overheard Jisoo say, "I was there first." Hae-in looked stunned. The source added, "He didn't deny anything. He just stood there, silent." So-min reportedly walked in moments later, sensing the tension, and in a moment that could have been scripted for television, she said with a teasing laugh, "Did I interrupt something?" Silence. No one laughed. But perhaps the biggest shock of all came the next morning. Jisoo unfollowed both Hae-in and So-min on Instagram. Fans were quick to notice, sparking hashtags like #ProtectJisoo and #So-min Stay in Your Lane, which trended within hours. However, hours later, So-min posted a photo, a selfie of her and Jisoo together, taken that very night, both smiling, both laughing. The caption? "You'd be surprised what people believe. #sisters not rivals." Confusion exploded online. Was it a cover-up? A clever PR move? Or had Jisoo and So-min planned something all along? As whispers of a possible romantic past between the Snowdrop co-stars continued to stir public curiosity, new insider reports suggest that what once existed between them was more than rumor, it was real. Quietly nurtured, and ultimately broken by the very world that brought them together. Behind the flashing cameras and carefully curated smiles, Jisoo and Hae-in shared something few people knew about. It was never publicly confirmed, never posted or paraded. There were no couple photos, No Instagram stories, only soft gestures, like the way Hae-in once waited backstage after Jisoo's award speech. Or how they always seemed to disappear at the same time during after-parties. They were careful, a staff member from their drama production confided. Too careful, but sometimes, you could catch a look, a pause too long, a touch too gentle. That wasn't acting. After the drama wrapped, they stayed in touch. Quiet meetups, shared playlists, inside jokes. But the deeper their connection grew, the heavier the burden became. Being an idol in South Korea means living under a microscope. Every smile, every friend, every night out becomes public property. For Jisoo, a global star, a Blackpink member, and the face of multiple luxury brands, the weight was suffocating. She felt like she had to choose between love and legacy, says a friend close to the actress. And most days, she chose the silence, as Hae-in's schedule filled with drama shoots and overseas fan events. Their calls became fewer, the messages came slower, the distance wasn't just physical, it became emotional. And yet, she held on. There were nights she'd come back from a concert, exhausted, open her phone and just stare at their old texts. A stylist recalled, she didn't cry, but her eyes, they always looked like she had been. One of her assistants revealed a heartbreaking habit. Jisoo often listened to Blue by Taeyeon after their short late-night calls. She said it felt like the only song that understood her. She never said she was sad. But she didn't have to. Act 3. The breaking point. Jisoo tried to protect their love by hiding it. Hae-in, on the other hand, slowly began to tire of waiting in the dark. He never pressured her, not publicly. But sources say he once told a friend, "I don't want to be her secret forever." That was the beginning of the end. As Hae-in took on new projects, his name began appearing alongside another, Jaeon So-min. The two starred together on a popular variety show, where their chemistry was undeniable. But unlike his relationship with Jisoo, this time, there were no secrets, no hidden meetings, just flirtation, teasing, and laughter, all captured on camera. At first, Jisoo didn't say a word, until a fan sent her something. It was a simple clip. Just backstage footage from a recording set. Jaeon So-min, laughing, touched Hae-in's arm. He leaned in and whispered something that made her cover her mouth and giggle. For most people, it was innocent. But for Jisoo, it was everything. That was the first time she realized he'd stopped waiting, said someone in her close circle. And he didn't tell her. He just let it fade. She didn't confront him. There were no calls, no texts, just silence, and an unfollow on Instagram. Fans were quick to notice the digital distance, the way Jisoo quietly deleted old stories, archived certain posts. She never said his name, never addressed the rumors, but every move was a message. Was she hurt? Absolutely. But bitter? Never. She once said, "If someone I love finds happiness, even if it's not with me, I'll still smile for them. Just maybe from far away." And so, that's how it ended, not with a breakup, but with a slow surrender. He moved on, or maybe, he simply stopped waiting. She let go, or maybe, she just kept holding on in silence.